know I had a hell of a time with that busted wire, and it's right there. Yeah, it's kind of ugly, but probably can't see it. Anyway, after you get all that cleaned and put together, everything's in place, silicone's dry. Now I'm gonna go get ready to put this screw in. Put one screw in here. I don't know. Still one screw. Well, helps to have a screwdriver for the job. That's not the right screw. Oh. It's not all the way down. Yeah, it wasn't all the way down. And that's that. Now, all my buttons feel pretty free. They're working. Now the triggers. Here's fun part. You gotta figure out which trigger goes to which side. And it does matter. And it helps to set them aside on the side where they go, but I didn't really think of that. So you got springs. Each one of them has a spring here. Let me find the other one. All right, there I got the two triggers and these little tiny springs. Well, you gotta take it. Figure out which one's which first. So don't worry about the springs until you figure out which side goes to which side. And we're not ready to put this on yet. This is where those triggers go, but we're gonna put them here. They go right there. And there's the silicone. I put the silicone on those little cups right there. See that cup right there? I put the silicone on there. If you can't do a burnout on GTA, you take your controller apart and put silicone right there. Give it 24 hours to dry. And it kind of modifies your controller. You will be able to do a burnout after that. You can't put too much on there, because if you put too much on there, you know, it won't work. You got to put just make it level. Just fill that cup right there and level it off, and hope you didn't put too much. You're usually safe if you just level it off right there. But anyway, that's where these triggers go. Now I need this is the R2, so that goes on the right and that goes on the left. So when I flip it over, it's going to be the other way. So now I grab my spring. Where'd they go? Oh yeah, they're so small. Okay, now figure out how to go. I know it could have better lighting for this video, but they go on and they go on in there like that. That little spring is a pain in the ass, really, believe me. Okay, you gotta figure out what side it goes on, and it goes up in there, and then you hold it with your finger. It popped out. Yeah, you hold it with your finger. Well, I do. I hold it with one or the other. Then I take this down and I pop it right in this little cradle. And make sure the spring's in the right place. popped out. And it popped out. Damn it. Alright, let's put this in first. Put this in there first. Alright. You take and put your little, put the side with the spring in first. Kind of like lead it into the spot. And it's out of place. There we go. Right where I want it. And then it pops in. Sort of. There we go. Now, it feels pretty tight, but I think I'm okay. Seems to be working. Now I gotta do the other one. Find that little spring, and now I gotta do it left-handed. Okay. This one goes in this side. And it goes down inside this trigger. Get down in there. There you go. And you hold it with your finger. And figure out which way you're going with it. Goes this way, so then I want to pop that side in first where the spring is, and like put the spring in place. Pop, pop, and it's not in place. There we go. Huh. It seems kind of sticky. Let me see what I got here. Yeah. I'm in place. Now see. There we go. A little bit tight with that silicone. Okay, after you get your triggers in place, you want to get your battery case back in there. And that just pops in there. Well, it doesn't really pop, it kind of just sits there, but then you get your battery, put it in there, plug her in, then you get your top, figure out which way this goes, and remember the blue faced the outside, so this has got to go like this. Gotta go the blue out here. And this is a pain in the ass. These usually help. I usually have the bigger ones, but matter of fact, I should go get the bigger ones. Get a grip on it. Plug her in. I gotta plug back in, make sure it's all the way down. I had to take these back apart after I had them together because they didn't work right. And you want to gently slide that over the triggers. And you want to make sure these are clear. Just push them in there. And we're almost done. You want to like wiggle it around till it pops together. And we are good to go. And we can put our screws in. The rest of our screws. But first, before I put my screws in, I'm gonna try it out. But anyway, that's how you modify your triggers. You put silicone in those cups behind the trigger, like I showed you there. And let it dry for 24 hours. Now I gotta get some new thumb stick covers. But I cleaned all the contacts with alcohol and Q-tips yesterday. So I should be good to go. And we have power. Ooh, we got something on my controller. Okay, anyway, I'm about to go test this out.